Across forests, deserts, and forgotten backroads, cameras have recorded things no one can explain. These are the scariest cryptid videos ever captured, evidence that something else may be sharing the world with us. These clips were uploaded to TikTok by the account WV Paranormal. In August 2021, the uploader's young family was spending time in the backyard, playing near the garden, when something unsettling occurred. In the video, the parent calls the kids inside for bath time, but appears to sense something strange and turns the camera toward a cluster of trees. This is what was recorded. At first, it's hard to pick out, but if you examine the footage closely, you can see what looks like a figure positioned among the trees. It seems to be observing the children as they run around outside. The following day, the parent notices the figure again.
Oh my God, nobody is gonna ever believe this. All right, we're going back inside.
This time, the footage shows the same tall, unusual shape standing directly behind a shed. Its face appears to be smooth and gray, without visible features. The family has no explanation for what's happening. They don't know if they're dealing with someone trespassing on their property and watching the children, or if the presence is something far stranger. What do you think is going on here? And how would you react if you noticed someone, or something, keeping watch over your family from a distance? Share your thoughts below. In June 2021, TikTok creator Clax Attacks shared the following piece of footage, and it has been unsettling and confusing viewers ever since. Here's the clip.
The hell is that?
Hey!
The video shows a large, upright figure moving slowly across the creator's yard.
The hell is that?
Hey!
The uploader's dog is clearly alert as it watches the strange shape from a distance.
The hell is that?
Hey!
The footage left the TikToker unable to explain what he was seeing, and viewers immediately started questioning whether the figure was an intruder or something far more unusual. A few days later, Clax Attacks posted an update explaining what he witnessed. He described glancing over and noticing the figure emerging from behind a swing set and stepping out of the woods. It then moved toward a truck before disappearing behind it and heading back into the trees. He said the figure looked brownish-red in person, and although there was a streetlight nearby, he expected the camera to capture it more clearly. He apologized for the video quality, noting that zooming at night tends to distort most phone cameras. He also explained that he hadn't seen the figure again and hoped he wouldn't, since he still had no idea whether it was a person or something else entirely. Whatever it was large, and it was in his yard, which he found deeply unsettling. Since then, the figure hasn't reappeared, and the uploader remains unsure of what the encounter actually was. Viewers in the comments have offered numerous theories, suggesting everything from a Wendigo to a ghost to the possibility of a skinwalker. Skinwalkers are mysterious beings rooted in Navajo tradition. They are described as practitioners of dark magic who can transform into animals or even mimic human forms, often using these abilities to lure victims before killing them. Information about them is limited, as the Navajo community rarely discusses such entities with outsiders. So could the figure in this footage truly be a skinwalker, or is there a more ordinary explanation behind what was captured? Share your theories in the comments below. Very few people have an extraterrestrial reputation quite like Stan Romanek. Romanek insists he's experienced repeated encounters with aliens, involving abductions, telepathic interactions, and even being forced into creating hybrid children. This clip is presented as proof of one such encounter. According to the account, on the night this footage was recorded, Romanek had fallen asleep at his computer while his stepson was hosting a sleepover. Something startled him awake in the middle of the night. Still half asleep, He thought he saw one of the kids running through the house without clothes, but when he checked on them, all of the children were upstairs asleep. As he was about to stop searching, he noticed something disturbing at the sliding glass door. This is what the camera captured. The figure in the doorway looks strikingly similar to the type discussed earlier in the video. It has gray skin and large, dark, almond-shaped eyes, features commonly associated with the classic alien image seen throughout modern culture. It stands completely still in the doorway, even as the camera is pointed directly at it. So what do you think? Romanek maintains that he's had direct encounters with extraterrestrials and believes this video supports his claims. It has been examined by multiple analysts over the years, yet experts remain divided on whether the footage is genuine or not. Our first segment of the day has sparked online debates about whether werewolves might actually be real. In May 2022, Reddit user Seguin posted a photo that appears to show something unusually strange. The image was taken by a motion-activated game camera mounted on an 8-foot perimeter fence at the Amarillo Zoo in Texas. Captured in the early hours of the morning, the photo shows a two-legged figure standing off to the right side. It seems to be covered in fur and has canine-like features, yet it's upright and appears to be walking on its hind legs. These details led some Reddit users to label the figure a possible werewolf. The startled groundskeeper uploaded the image to Reddit in hopes of getting some insight from the community. Reactions were mixed. Some users firmly believed the figure resembled a werewolf, while others remained doubtful. A few commenters suggested it might be a raccoon, while others thought it could be nothing more than debris pressed against the fence. In the end, no one has been able to offer a definite explanation for the figure in the photo. Until additional evidence surfaces, this unusual sighting remains an unsolved mystery. In 2017, Callie was recording a short update for her social media when she spotted something strange in the background of one of the videos. Take a look and see if you notice anything unusual. When the footage is slowed down, several small dark shapes can be seen darting through the grass. They almost resemble tiny meerkat-like figures moving quickly across the yard. Callie said they appeared as black shadow forms, and she had no idea what they might be. The video went viral on Facebook, reaching more than 1 million views and attracting hundreds of comments from people trying to figure out what those odd little shapes were. Some viewers suggested they could be little people. In Native American stories, there are legends about a small race of beings said to live deep in forested areas, often near rocky cliffs, sandy ridges, or along hidden streams. They're described as playful and mischievous, known for singing or calling out from their hiding spots just to confuse travelers passing through. Although most people believe these beings exist only in folklore, a burial site uncovered in the early 1830s in Coshocton County, Ohio, reportedly contained skeletons measuring only about 3 feet tall. So could this video be evidence that the legendary little people are real? Or is there a simpler explanation behind what Callie captured? Share your thoughts with each other in the comments below. This clip was uploaded to Reddit by the user Chitty Sock. The footage begins perfectly normally, showing the uploader's girlfriend's sister's daughter and her friend recording a video together. At first glance, everything looks completely ordinary. But when you watch it again, something unexpected appears. In the background, a dark, shadowy figure can be seen moving through the house before vanishing without leaving any trace. What makes the moment even more disturbing is that no one else was inside the home while the girls were filming. Slowing the video down, the shape passing behind the two children seems to lack any clear or recognizable features. The uploader said he had absolutely no idea what the figure was or why it appeared inside the house. Fortunately, the two girls in the clip were unharmed and nothing happened to them. Was this an intruder wandering through the home or something paranormal caught on camera? Neither explanation is exactly comforting. Our clip of the day was uploaded to Reddit by user Omar1R03. The footage shows two men exploring a collapsed cave system in Jordan. As they move toward a partially blocked tunnel, the camera captures something unexpected on the other side. One of the men begins removing several rocks from the opening, and as the debris shifts, the shape of a face becomes visible through the gap. The men can be heard reacting with fear and reciting religious phrases in the background while they continue clearing the stones. The figure behind the rocks appears almost like a person coated in dust, or possibly a strangely shaped animal. The men continue speaking anxiously as they try to get a better look at whatever is inside the tunnel. The Reddit user who posted the clip asked whether the strange figure might be a ghost or a jinn. In Arabic folklore, jinn are supernatural beings believed to inhabit an unseen realm that exists parallel to the human world. They are said to be able to enter our world, while humans cannot enter theirs. Some traditions describe jinn as hostile entities that enjoy causing trouble or harm to people. Other beliefs portray them as neutral or even helpful, depending on their intentions or mood. They are often described as having dark, empty eyes, elongated fingers, and sharp claws or teeth. Reactions to the video on Reddit were mixed, though most viewers found the sight extremely unsettling. One grounded explanation suggested the face-like shape could simply be a dirt-covered doll wedged behind the rocks. When the footage is slowed down, it does resemble a toy, but the moment remains eerie nonetheless. So what do you think? Is this a jinn, a doll, or perhaps an unknown creature that science has yet to classify? Share your thoughts in the comments below. In August 2010, the Japan Agency for Marine Earth Science and Technology carried out a deep-sea mission when their cameras recorded something unusual in the waters of Sagami Bay, southwest of Tokyo. As the Hyperdolphin ROV made its way through the dim underwater environment, its equipment captured footage of the surrounding ecosystem. Everything appears ordinary at first. Then, emerging from the dark water, an unidentified shape comes into view. Its large, rounded eyes sit above what looks like a wide, open mouth, and its solid form fades into the cloudy water behind it. When the clip was first released, it spread rapidly across the globe, with numerous news outlets reporting that a previously unknown deep-sea species might have been filmed. Some researchers weren't convinced, suggesting it could simply be pareidolia, the human tendency to interpret random shapes as something familiar. According to that theory, the face might just be a rock formation with two shells positioned in a way that tricks the brain into seeing a creature. Still, in the footage, the object appears to shift slightly, which raises questions about what was actually captured. So what do you make of it? Could this be an undiscovered deep-sea cryptid not yet recognized by modern science? Or is there a much simpler explanation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Cryptids are creatures that people claim exist but that have never been officially recognized by science. The footage you're about to see, submitted to the Facebook group Alter Extra Nice by Alberto Rodriguez, shows something so unusual that it not only falls outside normal classification, it almost escapes explanation altogether. The exact location of the clip isn't confirmed, though many believe it was filmed somewhere in South America. It begins with two farmers who look noticeably uneasy.
Pero no es así. Tiene esa cabra de ahí agarrado en el cuello. Pongan atención a eso.
They appear to be especially wary of one particular goat in the herd.
Véanlo.
For a brief moment, you can see that something is clinging to the goat's neck.
¿Qué es eso que tiene guindado aquí?
When the footage is slowed down, it looks almost like a very large bat attached to the animal. Seconds later, the situation shifts from strange to genuinely creepy.
Ahí, mírenlo. Mírenlo ahí.
The creature lets go of the goat and attempts to flee across the yard. As it moves, its body seems to flatten into a long, dark form, sliding along the ground like a shadow. Slowed-down footage makes the effect even more bizarre. The farmers chase the creature toward a nearby river, trying to drive it away from their property.
Al detalle, porque miren lo que va a pasar ahí. Miren eso. Vean, ahí lo persiguen hacia el agua.
Later, a short segment from a stationary camera shows the same entity crawling over a rock before disappearing from view. The clip ends, leaving viewers wondering what they've just witnessed. Most people have struggled to identify what kind of animal this could be. Some have suggested it might be a chupacabra, a well-known cryptid from South American folklore. It's infamous for allegedly drinking the blood of livestock, especially goats. The initial close-up of the creature does resemble some descriptions of the chupacabra. A large head, fanged mouth, and bat-like ears. But its slithering, shadow-like form as it escapes across the yard is much harder to explain. How does it go from looking like a big bat to a thin, sliding silhouette? Unless this is an expertly staged hoax, this disturbing encounter will have to remain a complete mystery. Our clip of the day appears to suggest that something unsettling may be hiding in the darkness.
Trucker Danny Ramirez was parked at a rest stop in Oregon along Route 97 when he heard something terrifying emanating from the woods nearby. The California local uploaded the footage to his TikTok account, Danny Ramirez 221, for all to see.
What the heck is that? What the absolute heck is that? And they say Bigfoot isn't real? I don't ever want to stick my arm out the window.
An eerie howl echoes through the trees. Unable to identify the sound, Danny wonders if it might be the call of a Bigfoot. He later explained that once he stopped recording, the driver of the red truck parked beside him walked over to ask whether he had heard the same strange noise. Many viewers commented that they themselves had heard similar howls along Route 97, especially in Oregon. For decades, the Pacific Northwest has been a hotspot for Bigfoot and Sasquatch sightings. The region has had a long history of reports involving towering ape-like beings, unexplained howls, and oversized footprints found pressed into mud on numerous occasions. One of the earliest and most famous encounters occurred in the summer of 1924. A group of gold prospectors emerged from the Mount St. Helens wilderness, reporting an attack by several tall, hairy, bipedal creatures. Fred Beck, Gabe Lefevre, John Peterson, Marion Smith, and Smith's son Roy claimed they were confronted by 4 7-foot-tall ape men that hurled rocks and let out terrifying screams. The men said the creatures stood upright and moved in a manner similar to humans, covered in heavy black hair and weighing an estimated 400 pounds each. According to the story, the miners were injured after their cabin was pelted with large stones for hours in the early morning. At first light, they fled and reported the encounter to authorities. However, investigators found no trace of the creatures in the remote area, roughly 8 miles from Spirit Lake. Some believe the prospectors fabricated the event to gain attention. Returning to Ramirez's clip, a number of viewers suggested that parts of the sound resemble a wolf howl. But in other moments, the noise seems too unusual and deep-toned to match any known wolf vocalization. So, what exactly are we hearing in Danny Ramirez's recording? Is this the hidden call of a Bigfoot? Or is there a more ordinary explanation behind these strange, echoing howls? Are we alone in the universe? It's a question that has intrigued people for generations. And if this video uploaded to the YouTube channel Paranormal Witnesses is genuine, the answer might be no. There's almost no background information provided with the clip, other than the claim that it was filmed somewhere in Massachusetts in the United States. The nighttime footage shows a young girl walking down the steps of what appears to be her home. She isn't by herself. An unidentified person holding the camera follows her closely. It's unclear why the recording is happening at all. Some might assume they heard something unusual and decided to check outside. Whatever the reason, the girl continues down the stairs and steps out into the darkness. For a few moments, the scene is too dark to make out. Then something strange appears on camera. A figure with a large head can be seen watching from behind a tree. Its skin looks pale, and it has oversized dark eyes. The bottom of its head tapers downward, giving its face a shape similar to an inverted triangle. It strongly resembles the familiar image of an alien, Gray. Even so, some viewers believe the figure could match another explanation as well, suggesting it might simply be a person wearing a mask, possibly intending to startle the child as part of a prank. With no additional details available, this encounter remains unresolved for now. In April 2021, a homestead owner in Birch Bay, Washington, recorded something unusually strange on one of his trail cameras. He later posted the footage to his YouTube channel, Jimmy B Trail Cams, for viewers to examine. The clip was taken just before 9 p.m. on a camera set deep within the woods. In the video, a large figure can be seen moving from left to right. Its massive size becomes obvious as it passes behind several trees with slow, heavy steps. Only a few weeks later, in May, 4 trail cameras positioned around the property disappeared. Some viewers suggested that the figure might have been a hunter wearing a ghillie suit, who noticed the cameras spread throughout the area and decided to take them. Others believed the recording might simply be a staged hoax. However, all the other trail camera clips uploaded to the channel show typical wildlife: deer, foxes, and other common animals. Nothing in the channel's history indicates that the owner has a habit of faking content. So what's your interpretation of this unusual sighting? Is it possible that the figure captured on camera is the legendary Bigfoot? Share your thoughts down below. Is this yet another piece of footage showing the elusive and legendary Loch Ness monster? 54-year-old Richard Maver was taking part in the Great Glen Canoe Challenge in September 2021 when he unintentionally recorded something unusual moving through the waters of Loch Ness. While flying a drone to gather footage for his YouTube channel, Richard Outdoors, the camera captured a strange shape gliding through the shallow water near the shoreline. Maver didn't notice anything unusual at the time. It wasn't until he uploaded the video that several sharp-eyed viewers pointed out a mysterious form in the water. In the footage, a long object can be seen floating just beneath the surface. Its appearance resembles the classic outline often associated with the Loch Ness monster: an extended neck, a wide body, and fin-like shapes along the sides. Mavor told the Daily Mirror that he was stunned by what he had accidentally filmed. He replayed the footage multiple times before finally accepting what the camera had captured. Some analysts think the object could simply be a log drifting near the surface, or even an optical illusion created by light and waves. But devoted believers in the Nessie legend are convinced this is further proof that an ancient creature may still inhabit the dark waters of Loch Ness. That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.